Hi everyone. So today we're going to be talking about losing our drive. Why we lose our drive and what can we do when we lose our drive. And as an introduction, I want to talk about this midlife crisis that I see happens to a lot of our clients, a lot of individuals. Let's put it in between 35 to 45 years old. And what happened at this age is that basically the drive we used to have when we started our professional life is fading away. And why is that? The reason is because when we start our career, we have two main reasons that are basically being the constituent of our drive. The first one is financial independence, right? Getting to that place where actually we can, free ourselves from any financial support from family. We can be independent. We can do the things we want. We have this financial independence to actually, create the life that we dream of. And the second pillar is proving something to ourselves, right? Proving ourselves that we can succeed, that we can go up on that, professional ladder, achieve all of that, right? So those two are the main components of the drive that we have when we start our professional career. And each and every one of us differently, we manage more or less well, in achieving those two pillars. But what I would say is that when we achieve those two pillars, when we get to financial independence, when we get to proving ourselves that we can achieve, we reach what I call some form of plateau that basically creates some form of loss of drive, loss of passion. We're losing our mojo, right? And why is that? Because we have to create new goals for ourselves, right? We realize that actually we've achieved what we wanted to achieve. Sometimes we also realize that there is not much to it, right? That financial independence is great, but there must be something more than that. Sometimes as well, this financial independence has created actually more pressure on us because we have leveled up. We have reached a place where, we've bought stuff, we've created a lifestyle, and, we can be actually attached to this lifestyle that may be forcing us to keep working the same way at the same pace that we've been working for the last 20 years. And this is, something that actually might be, putting a burden and some pressure on us because we want to work differently. So, that happens as well. So that's more or less creates a breakdown. And we have a lot of clients coming to us and saying, what's wrong with me, right? I've got this, I'm ticking this box, but I'm not happy, right? There is no joy, there is anxiety, there is stress, something's missing, I'm longing for something bigger. And I say that's normal, right? It's basically that kind of moment in our lives where we actually realize that we need to create some bigger goals for ourselves. And we have to realize that what has been driving us so far actually is not going to drive us for the next 20 years of our professional lives, right? And there is a gift in that, right? There is a gift of actually seeing success differently. There is a gift of reassessing success, of reassessing how we want to work and how we want to live. And why am I talking about this today? I'm talking about this today because of, the global pandemic that we've been in, for the last at least 12 months is actually pushing a lot of us in that phase anyway, right? We are being, pushed to actually reassess everything, reassess the way we work, the way we relate, the way we live. We have to reassess, how we value money, how we value the lifestyle that we've created, how we value our relationship. And so we are kind of being forced to make that reassessment, if we want or if we don't want to really. And there is a gift in that, right? And I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about this gift because this gift, when I talk about that financial independence and that, proving something to ourselves, when we actually transcend that to higher goals, it means what? It means I actually want to make sure that I find inner peace within myself, right? That the success that I'm creating, that the way I'm working is not costing me my peace. So, how can I make sure that my inner peace, that my calmness, that my stillness, that my well-being and my wellness are not only not affected by the way I work, but maybe enhanced as well by how I work and the way I work. And the second pillar is actually, how can I find meaning in what I do, right? What's the purpose? Why am I doing this? And, as I said before, in that, midlife crisis, a lot of us are longing for something more. We are longing for more meaning in our lives. We are realizing that actually, yes, money is great, but it's not it, right? And so this is also creating some much bigger questioning about, what am I here for? What is this meaning? Is this meaningful to me or not? How can I contribute? How can I have a positive impact, right? So all these questions that we start to, ask ourselves more vividly, more profoundly because of the global context that we're in, right? So that's a gift. And really, I am here today to really invite you to dive into those questions deeply and to keep asking yourselves, how do I want to work? How do I want to live? How do I want to spend my time? How do I want to spend my money? How much money do I need to earn? Right? How much pressure do I want to put on myself for how much money, right? So all those questions are questions that I see everyone asking themselves these days, right? Be it individuals, organizations, or the greater community. And it's amazing because since everyone is asking themselves those questions, there is potential for change, right? There is a massive potential to actually create something new. The limits that we could have had before are really have crumbled away, right? And I really want to say that, some big organizations that I work with are really questioning, if they need to have a big office, right? Such a huge office. And what if their employees continue to want to work from home? How can they facilitate that? Is that a win-win situation? And the answer is yes, right? Everybody is starting to figuring these days that actually there is potential for more performance, more flexibility, more financial reward if we work differently, right? So, in other words, it's possible, right? This ability to create what we want, what suits us, what makes us, feeling better when it comes to emotional intelligence, right? Feeling more at peace with ourselves, but also this ability to feel more fulfilled, which is spiritual intelligence. All of these are basically they are within our reach, right? Because we can change, because everything is changing, and therefore we can create what we want because everything is possible, right? So this is really what I wanted to share today, really to invite you to stay with that place of creation, knowing that the world is in transition, and that when this happens, there are so many opportunities to actually redesign, rethink, restructure, recreate, and therefore really create something that is good for us, that suits us, and eventually suits us for our emotional well-being, suits us for our spiritual well-being, which is expanding, serving, contributing, having a positive impact in how we work. So that's it for today. I want to invite you to go on our website and take our leadership assessment, which is basically going to help you understand where you are and what's your roadmap to transformation. And you will also have access once you take the quiz. First, you'll be invited to book a call with me and my team to discuss this roadmap, and you will also have access to a free video masterclass that will help you understand, the 3 pillars of success in our vision, in our consciousleadership.org vision, and how you can actually place yourself within that definition of success. So go on our website, consciousleadership.org. There is, a tab that's called Leadership Assessment. Feel free to take it, and I look forward to having that conversation with you. Have a beautiful day and speak soon. Bye.